Hey guys, welcome. Here's our first video of chapter 7. We're starting into exponents and learning all about their properties. So go ahead and write the following down. This is 7.1, 0 exponents, and we're also going to be looking at negativo exponents. So it says essential understanding. You can extend the idea of exponents to include 0 and negative exponents. Just recall, you don't have to write this down, but 2 to the second power means 2 times 2. Or we could also do 7 to the third power, which would be 7 times 7 times 7. Okay, so an exponent just tells us how many times we multiply that base to itself. So 2 squared means multiply 2 twice. 7 to the third means multiply 7 3 different times by itself. Okay, so don't have to write that unless it's a nice refresher for you, but we do need to write the essential understanding like I just read, and this piece right here. What happens when I have a 0 exponent? We're going to take a really careful look at this in class, but essentially anything to the 0 power is 1. 4 to the 0, 1. Negative 3 to the 0, 1. Even decimals, 5.14 to the 0, 1. No matter what, we're going to put it to the first power. Negative exponents are going to make everything go underneath or flip under a fraction bar under 1. Okay, so essentially it does the reciprocal. It flips it. So if I have a to the negative power, it becomes 1 over a to the n. 7 to the negative third power becomes 1 over 7 to the third. Negative 5 over the negative second power, the negative 5 stays negative until we actually multiply it, but we get rid of it and put it underneath. We never, ever, ever leave our answers with a negative exponent. So we always must make sure that we get rid of the negative exponent. Let's take a look at some examples. Okay, we'll do a couple examples here. First problem, a to the negative second power. We cannot leave it like this, so what we're going to do is the first thing is we get rid of the negative, so that's 9 squared underneath a 1. If I can put the squared term on there, there we go. And then 9 squared, we can use our calculators if we need, but it's just 9 times 9, which gives us 81. Alright, let's look at our next one. I think I can just hit next. Let's see if this works. Yes, it does. Okay. Part B, negative 3.6 to the 0 power. These are my favorite. 1. That's it. Alright, let's take a look at our next one. Okay. And whoop. And 4 to the negative third power. 4 to the negative third power. We got to get rid of the negative, so we put it underneath 1. That's 4 to the third power. And then I'm going to grab my calculator. 4 squared, I know, but 4 to the third, not as fast that, but we would get 64 on the bottom, and it's still over 1. Perfect. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so this is our second problem. The first problem had 3 parts, but it's pretty short. Simplify 5a to the third, b to the negative second. Well, 5, there's nothing happening to it, so I can't do anything, so I'm just going to write 5. And then a to the third, well, again, it's not 0 power, so if it was, I could turn it into a 1, but I can't. I don't know what a is, so I can't evaluate it, so I just leave a to the third power. But b to the negative second power, I cannot leave a negative exponent, so I have to put it underneath. So it just kind of goes down into the basement, the denominator, if you will, while everything else stays upstairs. And that's as simple as it comes to simplifying exponential expressions. Okay, and like we had the last one, we had evaluating the exponential expression, or simplifying it. Now we're going to evaluate it by plugging in some numbers. So we get 3, s is going to get plugged in for 2, but just like we had to take care of that negative exponent, t is actually going to go on the bottom, so that's going to be a negative 3 on the bottom with a squared. So always take care of that first. That's going to equal 3 times 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 over negative 3 squared. Negative times a negative is a positive, so we're going to get 3 times 3, which is 9. And this is going to give us 3 times 8, which is 24 over 9. And that is not a fully reduced fraction. I believe we can divide both top and bottom by 3. So we'll just, these are division signs. If I can't, sometimes it's hard to make a dot. There you go. So divide both top and bottom by 3, and we get 8 over 3. And that would be evaluating the exponential expression. Alright guys, we're going to get a lot more practice with exponents coming at you. So yeah, I hope you had a mellow time. It was good. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much to it. So, peace out, and have a good summer. When summer happens, probably in like 16 weeks or so, give or take. Yeah. I guess I should go. I'm wasting your time. Hopefully you're not watching this still. Hopefully you turned it off already, unless you're still watching it. Then I guess I could give you a joke. I feel super awkward here. Knock knock. Who's there? That's what you said? Oh, it's Charles. Charles who? Charles Barkley. Okay. Catch ya later. See ya. Oh, look, I'm in the middle of the screen. You want to see what it looks like when it gets smaller? Huh. Watch this, watch this. Whoa! I'm in a box, and I can't get out. I'm trying to get out, but I can't. Alright, bye.